A state budget proposal that includes a 3% increase in total funding for education is getting a cool reception in southern Indiana.
That's because the funding formula tied to the proposal would find most schools in the area losing money.
News 10's Mike Grant reports both school officials and area lawmakers are planning the proposed plan.
State lawmakers are now looking at a budget that includes a 3% increase for education funding over the next 2 years. But the way the money is divided up is causing some concerns. For instance, Vincennes will receive about 1% more state funding, but State Representative Craig Battles says rural schools will get even less.
If you take Shakamak, if you take North Knox, if you take South Knox, if you take Southwest Sullivan, Northeast Sullivan, every one of those school corporations sees a loss in funding.
South Knox is looking at funding cuts of less than 1%, but even that amount is going to be tough to recover.
And we're trying to keep the belts tightened, but you get to a certain point and there's just no more notches to put in the belt.
So if the state is raising the total education budget by 3% and rural schools are going to be losing money, the question is, where's all that money going? The answer is mostly to school systems far from southern Indiana, to the fast-growing suburban schools around Indianapolis.
I think what gives me great concern is, instead of our local tax dollars coming back to our local communities, funding our local schools, we're seeing our tax dollars being sent to very affluent parts of the state.
A move that, if approved by the full legislature, will leave even less money to keep rural schools afloat in the Wabash Valley. In Knox County, I'm Mike Grant, News 10.
Officials say under the budget proposal, 230 of the 290 school systems in Indiana will wind up receiving less funding.